I'm Elric Ferris, your host here at the Motherboards.org YouTube channel. You guys should know who I am. So, for those guys out there who are fans of AMD and fans of Bulldozer, your wait is soon to be over. Now, I know a lot of you guys, I've seen your posts, you guys seem like you're kind of like slightly angry at AMD for delaying the shipment of the Bulldozer processor. Just chill out. It's the newest 8-core processor that's out there. I'm sure there's going to be some kind of difficulties in getting it out there. At least they're getting it made and trying to get out for you guys. They did, however, release the motherboard. The 990FX chipset motherboards hit the motherboard market last week. So for you folks, we're going to bring you one of the first motherboards we've seen. This is the new Gigabyte 990FXA-UD7. Now, this is going to be the highest line motherboard from Gigabyte for the new AM platform. So it supports the new AM3 plus the AM3 Plus CPUs, the FX CPUs, otherwise known as Bulldozer, the unlocked CPUs. Now, what are really the big things about this? Well, there's not really that much that's different. You get a faster hypertransport system, but the main thing that you're going to be able to get here is the ability to use SLI. That's right, NVIDIA cards will now be fully supported and fully endorsed by these guys. So whatever video card you like, whether it be the AMD or the NVIDIA cards, whether you like Crossfire or whether you like SLI, you'll now be able to use those things on all of your AMD motherboards. I'm sure that's a solid thumbs up for a lot of you folks out there. So today we're going to do the unboxing though, so let's check out what comes in the box. Take a look at the front of the box here, get it all zoomed in. Flip it around. Like usual, there's going to be a lot of features on this board. They have 2 times their copper. This is their 8-2 phase power conversion, all that stuff to keep your board running good. You know, Gigabyte has a lot of their own features. I'll go over those more in the review. So we'll flip that over. There's a couple pop tops in the back right here. I'll just see these guys right here. Couple pops. Don't need any scissors, anything like that to get it out. I'm going to go ahead now. I'm going to go ahead and set this out onto the table now so you guys can take a look at this first. In fact, I'll just go ahead and set this back in the background. That can be a little background thingy now. So here's what it looks like inside the box. She's got a nice window here and everything. Go ahead and pull that out. First, I'll go over the accessories package. So I'll move the board out of the way just for a second. And we'll go over all the accessories package first. A lot of stuff in here to go over. So, set this out here. I guess I'll choose an area to start going. I guess I'll go right here. So start off with the rear I/O. Get the cameraman to zoom back in there. Start off with the rear I/O. Then we've got a couple of different bridges in here. Nice stuff here. Let's see what we got going on here just to make sure. We've got both the double and triple. Oh wait, excuse me. 3-way SLI. Incredibly. Okay, we have 3-way SLI bridge and a 4-way SLI bridge. And that's pretty cool. Don't see very many of those around. So that's pretty cool right there. Then we've got 2 of the new SATA cables. These are called the SATA 3 cables. They're for the new 6 gigabit standard. I'm going to go ahead and pop this down here. Multilingual guide. Then here is the user's installation manual. Pull this thing back. Got the driver's CD right here. Got a couple stickers right here. A Gigabyte sticker. And then we have the Dolby Home Theater. This is part of the 7.1 audio on there. We have 2 Crossfire cables here. These 2 right here are Crossfire. I'll set those down again too. We'll just refocus. And then last but not least, we have another SLI cable just for 2 SLI for that. So that right there, just got all that there. This is all the content, basically what you would call the bundle. If you're reading my written review on Motherboards.org, this would be called the bundles page. So I'll go ahead and pull all that stuff back off of there. Maybe we'll take a look at the motherboard. Let me just move all this out of here and try to be as clean as possible. All right. Let me go ahead and get the motherboard out of here. Ultra Durable 3 series. Features their 2 times the copper. This features 8+2 phase power conditioning. So let's just start off here at the top of the board. Right at the bat over here, we're going to see that we have the 8-pin power connector. There's also a Dolby Home Theater little thing here. Probably can't see that unless we zoom up real big there, but you'll see that in the pictures, whatever. So that means it has the Dolby sound on there, 7.1 audio. Right here you can see the cooling solution. It goes down. It's actually very nice. It's a very, very heavy cooling solution. It goes down, it has a heat pipe that goes all the way down amongst all the chipsets. AMD still uses a north bridge and south bridge on their boards. This keeps it all very well and cool. Then we see the ZIF socket right here, lots of room around there. You can see that these guys use low ferrite caps and they use Japanese C capacitors for high quality and keep everything running longer. Flip it around. This motherboard features dual channel motherboard memory. It actually uses DDR3 up to 32 gigabytes of RAM, just like any of the Intel series motherboards that are out there now. Going to go ahead and flip it around over here. For your overclockers and people who use testing, you can see there's buttons right here for using your CMOS, resetting the board, and everything else. You've also got your 24-pin power connector right here as well. For your fans, there's a fan connector here and a fan connector here. And those are the fan connectors you use for your CPU cooler and for probably your back fan on your motherboard. On the back here, we've got other connectors. We've got an ATX little connector right here. This is pretty nifty stuff. Here are the SATA connectors. All of these connectors on here, I will say this looks like you're using two different chipsets. I'll get into that in the full review. I don't know what it is. But usually when you see a different color on an Intel motherboard, it designates these are going to be the SATA 6. Most of the other motherboards that I've seen, though, supported SATA 3, all the way across the board. I'll have to see that in the full review. Then right here, we have these two little light panels. These will give a blinking lights telling you what's wrong with your motherboard. It'll say, hey, beep, 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 these numbers. That'll tell you if there's a problem. Going to flip it down. You can see down here, this is where all the stuff for your case connects to it. There's also IEEE Firewire connector here if someone wants to use a breakout box or something like that. Now, look at the amount of PCI slots on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got 6 PCI slots all the way down and a single old school PCI slot. Now, this board doesn't have any of the mini PCI 1X slots, and to be honest with you, those things are kind of a waste of time. I don't even know why motherboards use them. They should all just be these all the way across the board because these use the PCI 1X standard just as well. So this is basically the motherboard right here. I'll let you guys see this. We'll look at the rear I/O last. I'm going to flip it over the back so you can see the back of the motherboard. Let me take a look at the rear I/O. Now, I didn't go through this stuff. I know some of you guys say, oh, blah, blah, I read the manual, but I don't even do that. I just get the stuff and unbox it for you guys. So we're just going to take a look through I/O right now. I don't know what all these things are on here. Some are going to be combination ports. You know, we have some, these are Firewire right here. We're going to have some eSATA right here. Now, this is really funny. The Ethernet connector on here is actually red. I've never seen a red one before. That's why I'll have to go through the manual and do the full review. But basically, we have a PS2 combo port. Looks like these are going to be our normal USB connectors. Audio, we've got coaxial, and we've got the SPDIF right here. Got the Firewire. Over here, this is looking like a combination port right here. It's going to be probably a combination of USB and eSATA. Then we've got some more just standard USB ports. Then over here, these look like more eSATA. Then we got the LAN. These might be just standard USB as well. I'll actually get to that when we get to the manual. And then back here, we get your 7.1 audio. Like I said, this is the unboxing, but you guys tell me to give you as much information as possible. I try to do that, but I just picked this board up, and I thought you guys would really want to see everything that came in the box. So this is the Gigabyte. This is their new GA 990FXA-UD7, their top-of-the-line motherboard. This is the unboxing. Look for the full review very shortly here on Motherboards.org.